Wala nang maraming paligoy-ligoy pa, diretso sa punto na. Maiksi lang ang komentaryo, pero diretso sa punto. Maraming kuro-kuro, may tiwali, may totoo. Dito, sa Puntong Diretso tayo. Punto Diretso.
Sinabi pa yan ng abogado. Ngayon, in-interview si Yusek J.C. Andres ng Department of Justice. Kinumpirma niya na nasa Spain si Zaldico. Kasi linagay na sa blue notice ng Interpol eh. Kaya nag-respond na yung Interpol doon sa Spain. Kinumpirma nila na dumaan nga sa Spain. Hindi nga lang alam kung umalis na sa Spain. Pero kumpirmadong pumunta ng Spain. Ayon yan sa Interpol.
Alright, now let's move on to Zaldico. Bakit hindi pa po nakakasuhan si Zaldico?
Yes, as I said, we are proceeding in a very systematic manner with due respect to the constitutional rights of the respondents, including the right of presumption to innocence. Okay. Presently, we have developing a case where Zaldico is involved in possible 16 transactions. Okay, this has not been filed yet with the DOJ. We are making sure that all the areas are covered with sufficient evidence, but we are presently developing this. Right now, the bits and pieces of evidence coming from the whistleblowers are already sufficient. But until and unless they have signed the MOA with the WPP, Witness Protection Program, and they have volunteered formally the affidavits to constitute their testimony to be given against the proponents, including Zaldico, then we cannot yet make this part of the evidence because they have to voluntarily offer this testimony. And we are leading to that. We are concluding within the next few weeks the memorandum of agreement with the whistleblowers, with the main whistleblowers, and with that we will now proceed with the filing of appropriate cases with everybody, not just Zaldico, but all those involved officials and proponents who may be past or present senators or congressmen.
Okay, itong 16 transactions involving Zaldico, so nasa case build-up process po ito. Itong 16 transactions, what is Zaldico's participation? What is it?
Well, the narrative that is being given by the whistleblowers is that he has received the kickbacks arising from this anomalous flood control projects. Yes, consistently in cash.
Kasi yun din ang lumabas sa ICI report, di po ba? Na yung bahay po sa Valle Verde, parang bodega lang po yun. At talagang when the cash is downloaded by the DBM, nandun po ang cash, male-maleta, and it's distributed. So is that the same information that you have?
We have analogous, parallel findings that these kickbacks were delivered to him in many venues in cash.
Now, why hasn't the passport of Zaldico been actually cancelled at this point?
Okay. Let me explain preliminary steps that we have done to protect the interests of the state. One is that we have coordinated with the AMLC, the Money Laundering Council Secretariat, for the possible filing of a petition for freeze order against the assets of everyone involved, including the proponents, including Zaldico. Some of the freeze order applications, petitions have been approved, and this has totaled 6.3 billion pesos already of frozen funds. Okay. Other than that, we have issued a blue notice through our Interpol network so that we can get the whereabouts of these persons of interest wherever they may be around the world. Maliit po ang mundo. At ang Interpol po ay isang epektibong organisasyon na magsasabi po sa atin in due time kung saan sila at sila rin po ang tutulong para madakip at mabalik po sa kamay ng hustisya ang mga tao pong fugitive na ilalagay natin either sa blue notice or sa red notice. We have commenced the blue notice process with respect to Zaldico.
What does blue notice, for our viewers, Undersecretary, what does blue notice exactly mean?
Yes, the blue notice, as distinguished from the red notice, requires only the receiving state to provide information on the possible whereabouts of the fugitive. So we have received a reply from NCB Spain that the person being looked for passed through Spain. So whether he is still in Spain or not, we are not sure, but they are constantly monitoring his whereabouts. And the cancellation of the passport that you are asking can only be done after due process. Hindi po porke meron kayong hinaharap na kaso sa Department of Justice, makakansela po kaagad-agad ang inyong passport. May karapatan po kayo bilang Pilipino to travel and to hold the passport. And that can only be done through a court order canceling the passport after due proceedings. Gagawin po natin yan
Ganun po ba,
after
Undersecretary?
matapos po yung preliminary investigation at may warrant of arrest siya galing sa korte.
Oo. Pero ganun po ba, Undersecretary, ang pagkansela ng passport is only through a court order? Ang tanong ko, could the former Speaker of the House, could he have canceled the passport, or can the
No.
President, at this point, already order the cancellation of the passport?
No. At this point, you cannot yet cancel the passport of Zaldico. You need to have proceedings before the court for the cancellation of the passport. And as I said, a necessary prerequisite is that he is a fugitive from justice. And that can only be the case after preliminary investigation and a finding of prima facie case against him, and the court issues a warrant of arrest to put him under the court's jurisdiction.
Now, what if Zaldico is in Portugal? There are rumors that he is in Portugal and the Philippines does not have an extradition treaty with Portugal. You can correct me as we go along. If he is in Spain, they said it would be easier to extradite him. Paano kung pumunta si Zaldico sa isang bansa na walang extradition treaty ang Pilipinas?
That is correct. With Spain, the Philippines has an extradition treaty. With Portugal, we have none. But there is a system within Interpol where we can ask the assistance of police authorities if a person can be labeled as an undesirable alien, and it will be a matter of deportation, not extradition. So if they pass the borders and they will be apprehended as undesirable aliens, deportation proceedings can be proper without need of extradition, but with the cooperation of the host government.
So ito, mga kabunyog, mga kababayan, kaya yung sinasabi na yan ng abogado ni Zaldico, parang katulad lang yan kay Topacio, yung tungkol kay Tebes. Ay di ba noon kung kapagsalita si Topacio, wala naman yang wala yan, hindi hindi mangyayari yan. Ang kliyente ko ay ganito ganyan. Alam naman natin yan. Standard na sagot yan ng abogado. Ha? Pero alam naman natin, napakalakas ng mga ebidensya, napakaraming testigo laban kay Zaldico. Yan ang malinaw dyan. Kaya yung mga akala mo doon sa abogado ni Zaldico ay relax siya, parang binabaliwala, wala naman daw testigo, walang ebidensya, wala daw kaso. Hindi yan. Ang malinaw dito, tambak. Kung kay Romualdez walang ebidensya, kung kay Romualdez walang testigo, kay Zaldico tambak. Yan yun. Kaya pinagluluko tayo ng kampo ni Zaldico sa sinasabi nilang wala namang reklamo laban kay Zaldico. Kaya wala daw silang kailangang sagutin kasi wala naman daw silang alam na reklamo laban dito. So sukdulang panluloko ito sa mamamayang Pilipino. Okay? Mga kabunyog, mga kababayan, magandang araw sa inyo lahat.
Bunyog, bunyog, halikan na kasama ka. Bunyog, kapag buklod ay may pag-asa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, isa ang pananaw. Sa bagong Pilipinas ang bunyog isisigaw. Bunyog, bunyog.